Those who know do not speak. Those who speak do not know. I would never die for my beliefs, because I might be wrong. It is man's natural sickness to believe that he possesses the truth. The space under the sky is occupied by all things in their unity. Grace isn't a little prayer you chant before receiving a meal. It's a way to live. Everything you do doesn't have to be seen or heard. When pure sincerity forms within, it is outwardly realized in other people's hearts. Don't be afraid to challenge the pros, even in their own backyard. The goal is to reduce the time of suffering, not eliminate it. When the enemy is relaxed, make them toil. When full, starve them. When settled, make them move. So in war, the way is to avoid what is strong and strike at what is weak. In the end, you should always do the right thing, even if it's hard. It is a very natural human trait to destroy that which frightens us. And when all the wars are over, a butterfly will still be beautiful. Filter out the irrelevant noise. Focus on the objective. Sometimes we create our own heart, breaks through expectation. Being brave means that knowing when you fail, you won't fail forever. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. We have 4 problems: overthinking, trust, share, love. The control of large numbers is possible, and like unto that of small numbers if we subdivide them. An over-examination of life can deter you from life itself. I'd rather hear an ugly truth rather than an obscure lie. Only dead fish go with the flow. Whether we fall by ambition, blood, or lust, like diamonds, we are cut with our own dust. We have to speak the truth always, at any cost, and no matter what. You are in charge of your own happiness. You don't need to wait for other people's permission to be happy. It's not whether you got knocked down, it's whether you get back up. The most wasted of all days is one without laughter. Success is a flower that doesn't grow in everyone's garden. If you don't take risks, you will always work for someone who does. An education is not so much about making a living as making a person. We live only now. Everything else is either past or is unknown. Growth is in a series of mistakes. That's the only way you learn. What the ancients called a clever fighter is one who not only wins, but excels in winning with ease. We don't receive wisdom, we must discover it for ourselves. Concentrate your energy and hoard your strength. Therefore the good fighter will be terrible in his onset and prompt in his decision. Shoot for the moon. Even if you fail, you'll land among the stars. It doesn't matter how great your shoes are if you don't accomplish anything in them. And regulation entails organizational effectiveness, a chain of command, and a structure for logistical support. Wake up with determination. Go to bed with satisfaction. A good traveler has no fixed plans and is not intent on arriving. Flow with whatever may happen and let your mind be free. Bringing joy to another lights 1,000 suns within. Time is heavy sometimes. Imagine how heavy eternity must be. It is better for the heart to break than not to break. Lower your expectations. but never lower your standards. I've never had anyone's approval, so I've learned to live without it. Always blow your own trumpet. Blowing someone else's is unhygienic. The moon does not simply disappear when we are not looking at it. The true vocation of man is to find his way for himself. Stay calm. You've been through this before. You'll get through it again. Great wisdom is generous. Petty wisdom is contentious. Great speech is impassioned. Small speech cantankerous. For them to perceive the advantage of defeating the enemy, they must also have their rewards. Life is like an onion. You peel it off one layer at a time, and sometimes you weep. Sand lines my soul, which is filled with the breath of the ocean. The question is not what you look at, but what you see. A petty thief is put in jail. A great brigand becomes a ruler of a nation. Hearts can't be broken because they're made of marzipan. There is no instance of a nation benefiting from prolonged warfare. You never fail until you stop trying. Si no usaba esta vida, entonces la estaba desperdiciando. Your preciousness lies in your essence. It cannot be lost by anything that happens. To know that we know what we know, and that we do not know what we do not know, that is true knowledge. Stop leaving, and you will arrive. Stop searching, and you will see. Stop running away, and you will be found. If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. Stay in the center, and you will be ready to move in any direction. Be bold. Don't be shy to say no to the future you don't like. Do good. Live in the most positive and joyful way possible every day. When anger rises, think of the consequences. A paranoid is someone who knows a little of what's going on. Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. Darkness ages faster than you'd think. It doesn't loiter on forever. The mistakes I've made are dead to me, but I can't take back the things I never did. Receive with simplicity everything that happens to you. Be sure to place your feet in the right place, then stand firm. The big lesson in life, baby, is never be scared of anyone or anything. There are not more than 5 primary colors, yet in combination they produce more hues than can ever be seen. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. A constitution that is made for all nations is made for none. Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. Management of many is the same as management of few. It is a matter of organization. It's not that I'm so smart. It's just that I stay with problems longer. Hold faithfulness and sincerity as first principles. The company you choose to keep says a lot about who you are. Integrity is doing the right thing when nobody's watching, doing as you say you would do. In the desire to control others, we lose control over ourselves. I will not let anyone scare me out of my full potential. Faith is a knowledge within the heart, beyond the reach of proof. Don't get so busy making a living that you forget to make a life. Men of this world all rejoice in others being like themselves and object to others not being like themselves. Most of what I say is complete truth. My edit button is broken. We swallowed the chaos because we knew we didn't want to be ordinary. Hearing voices no one else can hear isn't a good sign, even in the wizarding world. A kind gesture can reach a wound that only compassion can heal. They can't tell so much about you if you got your eyes closed. Slowing down was how we remembered what we never wanted to forget. Don't let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. Life, unfortunately, doesn't seem to care what we want. There's more to life than simply increasing its speed.